Hi, Des here from my island fast. Just showed you a little bit of the coral around the island. Just wanted to talk to you with regards to salt. We should be eating a lot more salt in our diet. Even though the guidelines have stated that we should be reducing salt, we should actually be increasing salt. And the good types of salt as well, and not the salt in processed foods and things like that. I'm not talking about that because we shouldn't be eating those anyway, but foods that get us to optimal health. So with salt, we should be eating probably between 5 and 10 grams of salt a day. Now, there's salty foods, olives, sardines, anchovies, cured meats and things like that, that you can get your salt from. So just in your normal cooking of freshly prepared foods, there's a fair bit of salt in those as well. Feel free to season your foods. See, you can do some liver function tests to see where your sodium levels are, and potassium, chloride and magnesium, they're all important as well. Well, basically we should be having a lot more salt. When basically people are instructed to go low sodium, it's quite interesting the physiology that is happening in the body. Basically what's happening in the body is, as you go low sodium, aldosterone comes out, or aldosterone, whichever way you want to pronounce it, comes out, and basically that stiffens up the arteries. Then it also tells the kidneys to restrict the outflow of sodium. So therefore what happens then is that your blood pressure goes up. And you've been told to go low sodium. What happens when you start increasing sodium is what'll happen there is basically aldosterone goes down, your arteries aren't as stiff, and then your kidney will release as much sodium that it doesn't need anymore because it doesn't need to conserve it. So very important to have plenty of salt, enough salt. I'm not saying 20 grams, 30 grams, I'm saying a teaspoonful to 2 teaspoonfuls a day, and that's not swallowing that down. That's all included in all your food. But by all means, do a liver function test to see what your actual levels are, along with your other electrolytes, because they're really, really important, especially when you go keto the first few weeks, because of your insulin dropping and your glycogen store reserves depleting. Your body does get rid of a lot of water, and with water is salt, so that's what happens. So with your sodium, try and look at all the freshly prepared foods you're eating. Add it to that, especially if you're exercising lots as well. Have it in your water. Like, it's not just good enough drinking lots of water. Like, you should be drinking probably 2 to 4 litres of water a day. But if you're not eating salt with that, you're actually diluting all your electrolytes, which you're going to be worse off. So if sugar is a craving for you, try increasing your salt. Decrease your sugar, increase your salt. I'm sure the cravings will go away. Just leaving you with one last tip is we could live for the rest of our lives without 1 gram of sugar. We could live the rest of our lives, no problems at all. The same doesn't go for salt. We need salt to survive. It's involved in every cell in the body. So we need sodium to survive, so we need to eat salt. So just think about that. That's Des signing out for my Island Fat Fast.